Welcome to Asentiv's The Art of Leverage series. I am Tiffanie Kellog, one of your hostess, and I'm super excited to be joined today by Brittany Ward. Brittany, welcome.
Thank you. So nice to be here.
So glad to have you. And it makes it easy. On your wall right behind you, we've got 21st Agency. So tell me,
flipped from yours.
Yeah. Tell me, what is 21st Agency? What's it all about?
I'm glad you asked. And it's actually a pretty timely question. The 21st Agency, we are a full service marketing agency based in downtown Tampa, although our clients are local, regional, national, actually global at this point. We rebranded about a year and a half ago, formerly known as a marketing whisperer who turned into Whisperers. And now the 21st Agency, based on the summer solstice, June 21st, longest day of the year, most sunlight, bright future, rebirth. Coincidentally, my birthday. Happy early birthday to me. And yeah, so now we're just a team of expert marketers. I actually like to say we're a consulting firm with a marketing toolkit, and keeping up with everything that's happening in marketing and strategy and social and AI right now, which is super exciting. So yeah, happy to be here, and looking forward to having some good chats with you today.
Yeah. So expand a little bit more of this, the marketing firm with your toolkit. Tell me what that is all about.
For sure. Yeah. So, when folks ask what makes you different, right? Or why you versus anyone else, what I always like to say is we think about your business strategically first. We're not order takers. We really try to do our due diligence and research, both in terms of competitors and industry, what's working for existing customers, clients, and then pain points, right? And figure out why you're actually looking for a partner. So we've had clients come to us that have very specific needs, and we execute on those needs because it makes sense. And others, we have to do a little bit more prying. They think they need one thing, come to find out there may be a better way to approach the problem with, a really more effective solution. So we're critical thinkers, we think strategically, and then we use our marketing tools to actually execute on solving those problems.
So who do you find are really amazing clients for you?
Great question.
To do all of this for?
Yes, exactly. So we've been in business 7 years. I founded the company 7 years ago, and our client base has shifted, as you might imagine, over the years. We currently work with more mid-size and enterprise consumer lifestyle brands. So consumer lifestyle really meaning anything that you can see purchasing as a direct consumer, either online or through a retail store. A lot of consumer packaged goods, beauty, fashion, retail type brands, food, fitness brands. We have spirits. We've worked with some cannabis, psychedelics brands, and anything kind of that goes into the B2B side of that as well. We actually have a full segment dedicated now to gaming and esports, which is enormous, both with us and, kind of growing in terms of marketing and industry. It's no longer kind of kids in their parents' basements. It's really taken on more like pop culture and general pop, in itself. So it's been a lot of fun. We deal with a lot of really interesting, fun, unique brands and challenges that come with them.
Gotcha. So why, 7 years ago you started, and I know the business has changed. The world has changed quite a bit.
Oh yeah, daily at this point. It's like, hold on to your chair here. We're going for a ride.
Yeah, you mentioned AI. It's like every time you turn around, it's like, what's the new AI? What's the next? Yes. And it's just amazing some of the things that people can do now. So tangent, and then I'm gonna come back to the other question if I remember.
Yeah, I love a good tangent.
So some people are freaking out about AI and AI taking over my business. And there's a lot of stuff that AI can do that you probably do. Are y'all worried about it? Is it more of a tool, or, what's your feel on all the AI?
Yeah, no, good question. As it pertains to marketing, it has been such an enormous tool for efficiency, brainstorming. ideation for us, we are the opposite of scared. We are really excited about all the amazing thing it's been able to enable us to do, both internally in terms of process and efficiency and as a business owner, and also for our clients. Lifestyle photography shoots that would have previously taken, $10, $20, $50,000 to really get on site and set up, we can spin around in 30 seconds now and create iterations that just would never have been possible before. So it's really exciting. I understand how it could be scary if you don't haven't worked with it, don't understand how it can affect your business or your marketing. And I do believe it's going to be an enabler for people to continue to raise their talents and become experts, because it's a junior copywriter at best. It still requires some edits and coercing to get to the right place. But I think it really is, we're in a place now, it's just, when the tide rises, all ships rise. And it's really challenging people to elevate their game and elevate their talent in their industries. So I'm pumped. I can't wait to see all the new exciting ways that we can continue to incorporate it in our business and use it for our clients.
Awesome. Okay. So back to you and your business. I'm just curious how you're AI. So that's awesome.
Definitely.
Why did you start the business?
Ooh, good question. There's kind of the standard, this is why, and then there's the back room, this is why, right? I spent about 14 years on the agency and brand side working for other people. I found myself continually being pushed into roles that were highly ambiguous, very entrepreneurial in nature. I never really thought that, I fit kind of the very corporate enterprise culture. I wanted to have my hands in everything. And as it relates to my business now, which is a really great benefit, I'm always asking why. A lot of companies don't want to hear why. And so I think that, over that time period, it really enabled me to collect a vision of the things that I'm really great at. And all of that kind of led me to this moment in time as my former, brand side job was kind of changing and iterating and scratching my head and thinking, I'm traveling all over the nation. I'm consulting with franchisees, business owners themselves. They want to talk about marketing. It's really a consulting job is what it has become. I'm working my butt off, man. And I love it. I think I could do this myself. What initially started as, let me just dip my toe in the water. I'm going to do some freelance and consulting work, then took on a life of its own. And, from a marketing whisperer into whisperers, and now, kind of a full-blown agency has been such an exciting path for me to take and really understand, how to use my strengths and empower our team and bring on other thought leaders to create kind of the synergy of forward thinking and fast moving individuals to help people. So, and that's what we do at the end of the day. I love helping people and being able to see the impact we can make to their business too.
Gotcha. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah. If it's going to be entrepreneurial in nature, might as well be your own.
Give it a go. Yeah, exactly.
So what have been some of the struggles that you faced over the past 7 years as you started and then this thing grew bigger and bigger?
Yeah. I think getting out of my own way was probably the biggest one, as any entrepreneur can probably attest. The I can do it all mentality, has to change pretty quickly. I learned, the action came later, that you need a team, you need help. It's okay to delegate, bring people on that are exceptional at their trade. And then using that knowledge of sort of delegation and scale to continue to grow and making sure the right people are in the right places. I, learned a lot about myself in the process of, I want everything to be perfect and the product to be exceptional and the work really just to be award winning. And finding people and to bring into the business that think about it in the same way and really have the pride over what we're delivering and how we're handling our clients that, eventually become our friends and have been with us for so long. So it's been a lot of fun. But on the flip side, for me, that's probably been one of the biggest challenges of understanding who and when to take those steps.
Gotcha. Now, if you were thinking, if somebody was talking to you, debating about becoming an entrepreneur, going out on their own, what advice might you give to them?
Oh, I think that, there's a fallacy. You should do it when you're ready. And if you do it when you're ready, it's probably too late. Because you're never going to be ready, right? I mean, we face different challenges and solutions daily still. Anyone who tells you they know what they're doing is a bull-faced lie. It's a constant game of figuring it out, right? And I think the best problem solver in the room wins. So I think that understanding you're never going to know it all, you're never going to be truly 100% ready, is probably the first thing to get comfortable being uncomfortable with. And if you can get comfortable being uncomfortable, then you're definitely on your way to entrepreneurship.
That's funny. I was doing a different interview on Monday with somebody for a BNI,
Okay.
a weekly BNI thing. And she said her thing is you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So that apparently is this week's theme.
I love it.
Having, it's got to be uncomfortable.
Yep, definitely. And I think that, understanding and embracing that mentality and really just being transparent with people is how you develop trust as well, with your team, with clients. It's okay not to know it all. It's also okay to be a good researcher and be, thinking critically about, okay, we may not have the solution today, but we're going to go find it, right? And having the ability and confidence, maybe not within the answer, but within yourself, to go do that, and within your team to really challenge yourself and kind of lift everyone up along the way has been such a win.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned your clients, and I know you shared a couple of different industries of people that you work with, but tell us a little bit more about the people that come to you. Why do they come to you? What are you helping them create?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been so fortunate. All of our clients have been word of mouth, referral. I joke that, we are our own worst client. We do great client work, but it's kind of the shoemaker's kids, the last one to have shoes, right? We find that, folks that come to us are really looking for a nimble team. We can move fast. We're incredibly thoughtful about testing, problem solving, understanding the market and the challenges that you're in, really helping unwind the brand strategy and position yourself in a way that can sort of leapfrog your competition. The tactics for me come last. That is a topic, I think, or a service that anyone can do. Maybe not anyone. There are a lot of charlatans out here as I'm saying that out loud. But I think to be a really good marketer, you have to be able to be kind of always hands-on. I think, from conversely being a client for 12, 14 years and understanding what it's like to have a really good agency and have a kind of a so-so agency, right? Is the difference between data and analysis. And I think if you can provide that insight and understanding and translation as people are coming to you, it will be a much easier relationship. The folks who come to us in the types of industries, I think, because we really take our time to understand your consumer and unwind your brand positioning, we win because of that. Yeah. And we're finding that, the more that we can talk about that and kind of shout that from the rooftops, more consumer lifestyle brands, gaming, food, spirits, we've just been able to really win on that front. So we have a growing team. We're still onboarding new clients, feels like weekly at this point. So I forget what you asked me, but I think that's the answer.
Yeah. So you were just telling us about the clients and what you do for them.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got a very diverse group of clients that you work with. That must keep it fun and interesting.
Yeah, it really does. I think that, I never wanted to be kind of a copy paste agency. For that, a lot of business coaches have told me you need a good, better, best package. And, we have probably some of that structure, but a lot of it is really more of that consulting approach. And I think that's why we continue to attract these really smart people that understand there's sort of a foundational component to what you're doing, but we want to try something new, different, unique, be ahead of the curve.
So what do you have envisioned for the 21st agency moving forward in the next 5 years or so?
Yeah, we actually just relocated. So we're in a larger space now. We're onboarding people. We just brought on 2 new team members, a new digital marketing manager and a new account manager. For me, the vision as we look at kind of what's next, we're doing a lot more with creating brands within kind of those 3 categories. So esports and gaming, cannabis, psychedelics, any type of like highly regulated industry, we've found a lot of success because not a lot of people know how to go about getting them into the market, right? It's just a lot of raised eyebrows in some rooms, but we find that, some of our even B2B clients that deal with laboratory testing and consumer safety has been a huge win within those industries too. So it's interesting. We're continuing to grow. We're always looking at new tools, new ideas, being able to utilize what our success is thus far and how to kind of build on those as it relates to like better internal processes and ways to create more with less with our clients' budget. Coming from a world of licensing, franchising, franchisor, enterprise, family owned, I've kind of seen and done it all. So I know how far that, a dollar can go, even, given some smaller clients and now entering more into sort of this mid and enterprise size. I still think about it in the same way of how can we do more with less? I think the next phase for us will look very similar and continuing just to be really aggressive in the types of business that we're pitching and we go after, and being creative around the type of brand campaigns, diverse and the type of folks we're bringing into the fold, and making sure we have a room full of people with different opinions and perceptions to think about people's businesses, differently.
Awesome. So if people are thinking, oh, you know what, Brittany and her company might be the right fit for me, how can they go about getting in touch with you?
Oh, okay, great. So you can go to the21a.com. You can find us on LinkedIn, myself, Brittany Ward, or the 21st Agency. You can find us on Instagram, the 21a, or on Facebook.
Gotcha. So super easy to find. I'll put all the details in the description of this YouTube video as well. So is there anything coming up on the horizon? Any news to share? Something exciting happening?
Yeah, so we have a couple great things. So summertime, typically we see a little bit of a slowdown. We are bringing on a new team member, actually 2 new team members moving. I have a couple of speaking engagements lined up, and we'll be sharing those presentations out. One of which is with the Silicon Valley Innovation Center. So I'll be speaking to Middle Eastern and Arabic countries about the omni-channel experience.
Okay.
Yes. So really, how do you follow your consumer from retail to online to social media to personalization in your CRM, email, all the varying touch points that even just 2 years ago, I would say, none of which talk to each other. And now there's the ability to like really get specific on how do you chase around your customer. So we'll be talking a lot about that. And I'll be sharing that on LinkedIn. So if you're following along, you'll get to see some of that insight.
Very exciting. I can't wait to see and learn more. Well, Brittany, I want to say thank you so very much for being here, being a part of our Art of Leveraging series that we have. It sounds like you're leveraging all those tools to really help your clients create amazing success for themselves.
That's right.
Oh, and I forgot my favorite question. What do you like to do? I'm like, because we talked at Asentiv, it's about the amazing business and spectacular life. So we've talked the business. I almost forgot to ask about the fun. What the heck, Tiffany?
You mean this isn't fun? I'm having a blast.
This is totally fun. And what do you like to do for fun? That's always something I ask.
Yes.
Like, I have questions, y'all, that I ask. I don't think
I love it.
any of the questions. I just go where the flow takes.
Yeah.
But before we go, fun.
I love this. Yes. So, big yoga fan. I probably practice 3, maybe 4 times a week. That's kind of my fitness, physically, mentally, spiritually, way to like zen out. I find that, if you can create a vacuum in your mind, then all the creative ideas will start rushing in. So that's my jam. I actually played pickleball for the first time last night, which was a blast. So I'll probably be doing more of that.
I was going to say, I've heard lots and lots of people over the past couple of years. I haven't done it yet, but I hear a lot of people talking about it. You think you'll do it again?
Oh, definitely. I was sitting in the parking lot and already ordered new paddles. So I'm in.
Awesome. Well, thank you so very much for being here with us today. Thanks everybody for watching, and we will see y'all soon with our next The Art of Leverage interview.
Thank you.
Happy networking, y'all.